what makes a best place to work, how we go about selecting the companies. We're going to look at some of the data. If you want to know if it's a great place to work, ask the employees, and that's what we did. When we conduct these surveys, that we can do though in a real credible manner. I had to step back, maybe even took a knee, I can't remember. And so I looked at this gentleman and I said, Dad, to be able to take your results and compare them to the best places to work in Illinois benchmark, we think is invaluable. You want to get a better sense of what's going on in your organization and what are the challenges that you're facing, what are the employees thinking and feeling. The Illinois partners, this is a really unique partnership of not only our organization, Best Companies Group, but the Business Ledger, who produces the event and a great publication, HRMAC, which is the Human Resources Management Association of Chicago, the Illinois Association of Chamber Executives is involved, the State Chamber is involved, the SHRM, Illinois State Council, is involved. For those of you who are members of your local chapters in SHRM National, you'll know what that is. And the workforce boards of Metropolitan Chicago. Companies went to bestplacetoworkil.com and registered. The process was open to all businesses with at least 15 employees in Illinois. It was a two-part assessment process. The first part, we did an employer survey where we asked about what employers are doing for their employees. Very factual. Do you offer this? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. All companies, whether they make the list or not, and receive their employee feedback report. And do they understand why their jobs are important? You know, how they're treated, what kind of respect is there? Do they get useful information during reviews or feedback that they might have? Illinois, 91%, national, 91%. The discretionary effort. How many have heard that buzzword? So when you look at these numbers up here and the companies that make these lists, it's awesome. It really is awesome that they're able to do that. And a lot of the HR folks are like, you know, I'd love to do a lot of these things, but you know, I just can't get senior management to buy in on it. What's the downside to being a great place to work? And I think, in my opinion, the resistance comes because in the back of their mind, they're thinking, this is going to cost me a fortune. And the reality of it doesn't have to cost anything at all. To the folks who have won the award year after year and say, are you seeing better qualified applicants? And it's always yes. All of these things can translate into better bottom line results.
They discuss such things as benefits, disaster plans, SWOT analysis, strategic plans, and now they're working on benchmarking our company against greater companies to raise the level of our company. But it's really interesting because everybody wants to brag about what their team has accomplished, and which means each team has to better the next team. And as Maslow said, what a person can be is what the person should be, and recognition leads directly to that.
I believed it needed to be a personal message. No communications. It had to be every manager calling their employee, talking to them individually, whether it was a phone call, whether it was a one-on-one in front of them. I felt that it was important enough to explain that we were here for the future, why we were making certain decisions. It's our only opportunity to see people face to face, and we want to tie them back into our culture and have them understand why we're there and how long we've all been there and what we're all committed to doing.
We've implemented a peer recognition where either someone on a team or someone across teams can recognize someone for going above and beyond and doing something that they felt was noteworthy. So they'll get recognition in our newsletter. Our CEO shares all of our strategic objectives, where we're going from a revenue perspective, from a headcount perspective, from a profit perspective, and shares our main strategic objectives that have been set forth so that everyone in the organization knows exactly where we're going.
For our recent graduates and entry-level employees, we have what we call an associate program that is a 15-month program that's pretty intense training. We actually have a coffee bar in our building, and all the coffee is $1, and all the proceeds actually go to one of the charities. Last year, we raised approximately $50,000, and it all goes to the Pediatric AIDS Chicago Prevention.
What do you think the employees feel is the most unique or special thing you do for them?